Every time I'm in the street, I hear man down. Where you from?
What's good, YouTube? First, let's give glory to God. Secondly, thank you for tuning in to Red Key TV. It's your boy, One Killer Scat. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. We're going to be doing some troubleshooting on the charger today. As far as my sound system, I've been having some crazy noise in it, and I'm going to troubleshoot it. I do a lot of my own work, whether it comes from the sound system, highs and lows, or lights. I do a lot of the install for my own lighting. Sometimes I build my own headlights. This one, I bought some pre-built, which I absolutely love. Shout out to RG. What is it? Y'all know which one I'm talking about. RGB Halo. There we go. RGB Halo kits. Man, might need to edit that one out of there. It's probably not. But RGB Halo for my headlights. They did me a pre-built set. And then my snorkels were pre-built. I got those off of eBay, but I believe there's a guy on TikTok that does this. I think his name is like SRT Lynn on TikTok, and he has a lot of those that you can buy, and they are amazing. But without further ado, we're going to get right into this video. We're going to troubleshoot this car. Let's get it. It's days like this where you're out here working on the car, bringing everything out, checking everything. For some reason, my sub don't sound right when the bass hits, like it's losing power. You can see I got my tool battery set up. Got an isolator here. The isolator keeps you from draining. These batteries fighting each other. So while the car is off, only this battery is attached to the car. It actually disconnects this battery from the car. When the car cuts on, power signal gets sent, closes the circuit, allowing power to go through and me able to run two batteries together to power the whole car so that I have enough amperage for everything. Right now, I am getting some distortion in my sub. And I don't think that sub is bad. That thing is huge. That's a Solo X. But we're gonna check the amp, all the type of stuff, and see what's going on. All right, I figured out what it is. It's not my setup. I broke the box. Snapped that bottom piece. So when I think my bass is going out, it's actually just the box breaking apart. I had took it all the way apart, took the sub out, listened to the sub without the music, without it being in the box, picked it up off the ground and realized, when I put it back, that the box is broken down here, and it's just the fact that the box is shaking like crazy. That's what makes my sub sound distorted. Yeah, these are the problems doing modifications to your vehicles. You come out here, you put lights on and you do this, you do that, and then you're like, something doesn't sound right. Something doesn't feel right. The things, man, the things that I go through modding this car. It looks good, I love it. But goodness, man. All the things, man. I got a little bit of something for every single modification I've done on this car. There is one negative about it. Like, I could go through a list of like everything that I've done to the car, and I can show you what was one of the negative things when doing that specific thing. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. I could go through every single piece of this car and I can show you one negative thing, even though the positives outweigh it. Positives definitely outweigh it. I can show you one negative thing about every single mod that I've put on this car. And this box is supposed to be built for this. It's supposed to be built for this. And it could not handle that single sub. So I'm going to end up having to find a specific box or get one custom built, which I'm not doing anytime soon. I'll probably buy another one of these, toss this one out. Because getting this custom box built is easily going to run me $500-600. I don't even drive this car right now like that, so I don't feel like doing it. I could probably get that box. I think that box is probably about $100-200. So we'll see. Man, I done put so many screws at the bottom of it. Me and my homeboy was talking. He's like, yo, they need to be able to stand on their product. This is a whole Q-bomb box. Rhino line, all of that. And it's ported. How I bust a daggone ported Rhino line box? And like, I was doing my research because I was looking, that speaker's not light. And maybe if there's somebody that builds boxes that's watching the channel, you can tell me, because I've seen in some boxes, but I haven't seen it in any of these, because I looked up like the Solo X box that you can buy with it, and some boxes have that little circle inside that, like, I guess the magnet would sit in to give it a little bit of support in the back half of it, and maybe the weight, but I can't fathom why the weight would necessarily make that much of a difference, considering that the entire box is mounted. So even the top of the sub is being held on by the screws. So if it was going to break, it should have broke that whole middle out, or it broke all of this, but it only broke the bottom. So I don't think it's necessarily the weight with the vibration as well, because once again, it's being supported all the way around evenly. So you would think that it'd be broken all the way around the box. That's just my opinion. If there's some kind of way other than it just being that the subwoofer is too powerful for that box. But yeah, he was like, man, you need to call them or write them. They need to stand by that. And I'm like, yo, bro, I don't think they gonna care. So I'm gonna order me another box, probably not another Q-bomb, but something else, and get this fixed. All right. So far it's holding. We're gonna put that back in the car, go somewhere else. All right, we're gonna try to do this without getting any copyright. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so it does sound a lot better. There was a lot more distortion. You could hear the bottom of the box every time the bass hit was super rattling, like going super crazy. Now, not near as bad. There is a little bit of a something, but of course, that was a patch on the box, so we can put it back in here at ride. Inside the car, it sounds 10 times better. Don't really want to get any copyright, so yeah. We are modding this car. I have put it up for sale. I've taken it down for sale. I've taken it to the dealership. I'm at actually a good trade-in value. I can trade this car in stock and not lose any money. So that's the good thing about it. We are looking at getting a TRX. So when you see this video, just know I am planning on buying a TRX. I don't know if it'll be the new one. God is going to have to put me in the new one, though. That is out of my price range. I'm not going to lie. That thing right now, in Texas, they're about 140,000. They are on the lots already. The new 2027 SRT TRX with 777 horsepower. They're about 400 pounds heavier than the old TRX, and they're not that much faster. I watched the guy actually race them, the new one versus the old one, and it's literally on the back bumper. So the old TRX head of the car or head of the truck is like right on these back wheels of the new TRX in a quarter mile. So it's really not crazy faster, but that's the plan. Y'all will really know that God works some miracles in my life if we keep the car and we get the TRX, because I plan on selling this one, but at the same time, I do love this car. I want to see some crazy things for us people that got these last call 392s. I want to see if they can do the direct connection bolt-on, like how they got the package, because they didn't do nothing but take this engine and put it in the truck. So technically, I should be able to do all that same stuff at Dodge and keep a warranty on this one. So who knows? We'll see if we might be able to go that route, keep content going on with this car, jump it back up, and stuff going. I do want to get back out here. I missed being on YouTube and shooting content. My kids are getting older. Today was my daughter's first day of high school, and my middle child, her first day of pre-K. I got one more to get into school, and then I got my afternoons. I got my days back to myself. It'd be me and my girl, but I'd be like, you go home, get in another room or something like that. But hey, make sure y'all check out my channel, man. For anything, hit me up. It's 1KillerScat on Instagram. That is the easiest way to get in touch with me if you have any questions, sound system, lighting, anything that has to do with these Chargers, man. Until next time, I'm mad.